opener and God knows how long?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be a tough game. They're definitely a better team than last year, and we feel as if we're a better team than last year as well. So, you know, I think they're going to play us a lot of man. They've got a lot of speed. They're very big and athletic at the safety and corner position, as well as linebackers. So this is definitely going to be a big game for them and us as well.
You mentioned you think that you guys are better than you were,
Yes,
a year ago. In what ways?
We're more experienced on the offensive side. You know, this is our second year in this offense, and we have everyone coming back pretty much, as well as defense. You know, we are missing some guys, but we're very athletic on the defensive side with a lot of speed. So we feel very confident that we're a better team than last year.
How significant is it to play on a Thursday night, national TV, not a lot of games to compete with people putting eyeballs on your game?
You know, it's a great time to show everybody what we're made of. You know, everybody has a lot of talk that we're one of the best teams in the nation, and, you know, this is our chance to show them. So.
The pyramid looks pretty clear as far as the prove 'em right at the top, and then the first three games, leave no doubt, I think it is. How much does Coach refer to the pyramid?
Oh, you know, every day we're in the team meeting, he makes sure that we take a good look at it. So, you know, the pyramid's always on our mind, and, you know, it's something that we go by every single day.
It's kind of like the fact that you aren't shrinking from the number 2 ranking. It looks like you're embracing it and trying to use it the right way. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
the approach?
Yes, sir. You know, the ranking's just a number. You know, we want to take every game, you know, one game at a time. So, you know, our goal right now is to win the next game. That's Minnesota.
How does this year's preseason feel as compared to last year going into your first game?
You know, last year we had a new offense. We weren't really sure what was going to happen. This year we feel very confident with a year of the offense under our belt, and we feel good that we're one of the best teams, you know, around. So, you know, we're pretty confident. We're very excited, and we have a business-like, you know, attitude going into this game. So.
But in terms of now the expectations that are on you guys, highest preseason ranking in school history, there's talk of Heisman, you know, what's Coach Patterson telling you guys about managing those expectations and the pressures, and how is that different from going into last season?
You know, we're not really worried about the rankings right now. You know, we're just worried about Minnesota and beating Minnesota. So, you know, we're not really worried about the Heisman or all that talk. Our goal is to go into Minnesota and play a great game.
Ty, what kind of feedback have you, I know you say you're not worried about it, but what kind of feedback personally have you received when the rankings came out? What are people saying to you personally?
You know, they're excited to watch us play because of the ranking, but, you know, again, I tell them that, you know, we're not really worried about the rankings. You know, we're taking a very business approach to this, and, you know, the only thing we're worried about right now is Minnesota.
How do you manage, personally, how do you manage those expectations? You're not dumb. You know you're number 2 in the country by these preseason rankings, but you're not going to be number 2 if you lose to Minnesota. So how do you kind of handle that where you know it's there, but you ignore it?
You know, we listen to our coaches. We just go and take every day, you know, one day at a time. We work hard every day, and, you know, we just do what we're coached to do.
Last year, you were the hunter in a lot of ways. Now, you're pretty much everybody's biggest game on their schedule because of that ranking. How's that mindset different for you guys?
We just embrace it. You know, once again, we take one game at a time. So, you know, right now we're worried about Minnesota, and we know, you know, Minnesota wants to take us down. You know, they're a very good football team. So we know it's a big game, and that's all we're worried about as of right now.
Coach P has talked a lot about the air raid advancing even further in year 2. Have you guys seen any of that in practice? What do you guys think in terms of your potential with that?
You know, we feel very good. The offense, learning the offense was, you know, tough at first. It was very different from my freshman year, but, you know, we're able to go faster now with the year under our belt. We execute a lot better than what we once did. So, you know, we feel very confident in our offense and what we can do with it.
Minnesota has all 4 of their guys coming back in the secondary. What do you remember about them last year?
They're very athletic. They're very smart as well. They're very good at disguising their coverages. So, you know, that's something we need to take note in. But, you know, they're very big, very athletic, and they have very good corner, number 31. I'm pretty sure he's an All-American. So, you know, it's going to be tough. They're a very good team. They're better than last year. So.
Ty, what can you promise the TCU community this year? I know you're going to say we're not worried about the ranking and we're facing Minnesota and we're concerned about Minnesota. What can you promise the TCU community that's rooting so passionately for you guys to do something magical this year?
I can promise them that we're going to go in and play hard, and we're going to take one game at a time. And, you know, we're going to have a very business-like approach, and we're going to give them everything we can.
We know your defense is younger this year, right? When you guys have been going live, ones versus ones, what are you seeing from the defense so far that has evolved over camp?
They're very athletic. They're very fast. Last year our defense was pretty big, and this year they're very athletic. They're able to run with us a lot better than what they did last year, and they look very talented. So we're excited for our defense.